and teachers everywhere. The time to shine is now and here. It's the battle of champions. Battle of champions. Rise and innovate. Come, let's co-create. Time to change our fate at the battle of champions. Battle of champions. Stanbic National Schools Championship.
For many communities, electricity isn't constant. Sometimes it's unreliable, sometimes it's expensive, sometimes it's not there at all. At Musana Vocational, innovation doesn't start on paper. It starts on the workbench. Without power, progress slows, businesses stall, learning stops, opportunities fade. So they asked a bold question: what if power didn't depend on electricity or fuel? Their solution is a self-charging AC power source designed to generate usable power without relying on electricity or fuel.
We have an MK independent power source.
Yes.
This one here.
Yes.
It produces AC electricity, but only electricity.
Great.
Due to the opposing forces of the magnets in between them,
Yes.
it causes the movement of the electrons within these copper coils,
Oh, wow.
therefore producing electricity.
At the boot camp, Musana's innovators were pushed to think beyond function.
I want you to have those terms in your head because as a business person, you will always be interacting with them every day during your transactions.
They refined their build, tested performance, and learned how to explain not just what it does, but why it matters.
I just got to know that most of the times customers want to know what is unique about your product.
Many pregnant women and more patients die during operations due to electricity shortage and electricity blackouts in hospitals.
Due to such problems, the MK has decided to come up with the MK independent power generators that can produce alternating current that is similar to this one.
When they faced the judges for the first time, the questions were direct.
So what's the size of the unit? Is that the size of the unit? This is just a prototype.
This is just a prototype. As you see, we used our locally available materials, a box.
What was the actual size of the generator?
Okay, I'll take an example of the usual generators, for example, in a house, the size of a real generator. But then, as for standby generators, we are going to use neodymium magnets because these produce a stronger magnetic field effective for charging batteries that are being used.
Then the last question is on how it generates its power. How does it work?
This generates its power due to the mechanism of magnetism, whereby the two magnets are facing like poles face each other, whereby they cause the electrons within the copper coils to accelerate, therefore producing electricity.
Allow me invite St. Mary's Girls Secondary School. Both of you are the winners of this stage.
We would like to invest the money into the business in order to expand it worldwide.
At the appraisals, performance mattered. The system was stronger, the explanation clearer. What began as a bold idea now stood as a working energy solution. We have the students speaking to improvements made and judges giving follow-up questions.
At first, it could run only bulbs, but by now it can run also charging phones, mobile phones. And also in terms of branding, at first we could not brand, but by now we are branding in that the customer can identify where the product is coming from and the business that's producing the product.
Before the final pitch, there were no speeches, just final checks. Because of Musana Vocational, innovation isn't about promises, it's about what works. They weren't just presenting a project, they were presenting a future where power is created, not waited for. We have them defending their product with the judges giving their feedback.
Judges, imagine running a business where blackouts steal your profits and power bills always affect your business. Businesses are drained due to frequent outages, unreliable grid, and high costs of energy. We are the same magnetic technologies with affordable self-chargeable power sources. Electricity Regulatory Authority of current reports indicates that high costs have been imposed onto businesses where commercial users pay above 546 shillings per kilowatt per hour, while manufacturers pay up to 610 shillings per unit. So we came up with these products to just replace that loss that has been made by these people. So these are our products. As they would say, magnetic technologies, the MK magnetic power sources. These are reliable and affordable. Why? They use only magnetism to produce electricity. We make our cells directly through residential and commercial cells, where the MK light source here are 75,000 shillings, but we use 32,000 shillings to produce them, while the MK independent power source is at 150,000 shillings, which costs us 52,000 shillings to produce. Our profit margins are 57.33% and 65.33% respectively. So our break-even would be approximately 1 unit per type a month. If we win this competition, we are going to spend 5 million upgrading our tools and products and technology through making engines as our target plan that can power vehicles, and also generators that can power houses with all appliances that are being used with this usual electricity plus companies.
My first question is on the power source. Where does the power come from? Because you're outputting power, so where does the power come from?
It doesn't contain batteries, it contains only magnets. Therefore, it produces its power from the mechanism of magnets.
And if you're going to increase the output of the product, what component do you change?
You just increase on the number of magnets.
As well
Increase on
as
the number of magnets, yes.
yes.
Okay.
As well as at first, we've been using the ferrite magnets, but we discovered that they are not as powerful as the neodymium magnets. So we chose to use the neodymium magnets since they produce a stronger magnetic field that can be used to output a lot of current.
It says here that your most impactful investment has been on branding. Why did you choose to spend more on your marketing rather than research and development and certifying your product?
Well, it's because at first, before we had made the society aware of our business and our products, our fourth customer was arrested in thought of it being an explosive. So we had to first register our business and create more awareness to the society that this is a safe product that isn't an explosive and is reliable.
You said you need to sell one product to break even,
Yes.
correct? Which one, how much do you need to break even?
In order to break even, like our profits of the MK light source, this one, it is around 28,000 shillings, 43,000 shillings, where our profit margin is 57.33. So our break-even point per month is producing 1 unit.
1 unit which you sell at how much?
At 75,000.
75,000 shillings.
Yes.
And who assembles the product?
The technicians.
The technicians.
Yes.
What do you spend to make the product?
We spend 32,000 shillings on the materials.
On the materials.
And also the branding.
And the branding.
Yes.
And then the delivery, how does it go to the market?
Well, as per now, we've been doing producer to consumer. So during holidays, we are the ones who have been delivering to our customers directly.
And you don't pay rent because you use school premises?
Yes, we haven't yet established our own business site outside of school.
And when you use those premises, you use electricity. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I would revise the costs and assume that you're not renting a free space, because I think your understanding of this break-even could be quite off, which means that your pricing is misinformed. You could be pricing here at 75,000 at a loss. This product could have to be maybe 150,000 shillings, for example, because there are a lot of costs that it's not clear what your fixed costs are. You have an idea of what the variable costs are, which goes into the product, magnet, copper coil, etc., but it's not clear what the fixed costs look like, assuming you're in the real world and not in the umbrella of school. If you could sit down with your patron teacher and just run through what that would look like, what are those fixed costs like? How much would we need if we are running for a month as a business serving this product? Say it's working, would you come back to that price?
I thought it would be so difficult. I first lost my breath, but I feel fine.
Is Musana Vocational your champion? Voting has been extended to the 14th until the 18th of February. Simply scan the QR code or click the link on our social media pages to cast your vote. Tune in every day at 6:30 p.m. on NTV. Witness the brilliance, feel the passion, and cast your vote for who takes home 20 million Uganda shillings to elevate their invention to the next level. Because history is calling, and one school is about to answer.
Students and teachers everywhere, the time to shine is now and here. It's the battle of champions, battle of champions. Rise and innovate, come let's co-create. Time to change our fate at the battle of champions, Stanbic National School.